Welcome back. You see it everywhere. Folks roaming the grocery store in their pajamas. Folks show up to a nice sit-down restaurant in baseball caps and t-shirts, and even bedroom slippers in church. What is going on? Some say America is turning into a nation of slobs. The always very well put together Mark Luetke of Thread Marketing breaks down this disturbing trend. Good morning, Mark. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, Amanda. Like everything in the Zoom generation, I've well put together from the waist up. I'm sitting here with gym shorts and no shoes today, so it's good to see.
That's what they say about news anchors too. You know, with the set, you know, the sports guys are wearing shorts and sneakers, right? Well, now we have you know, full sets that you show more, so we have to make sure we are put together. But yeah, Mark, what's going on here? It does seem like people are getting a little bit more lax with their attire.
Yeah, it's true, but this has been happening gradually. We need to understand how Americans used to dress. I have a picture of my grandfather in the 1920s wearing a white shirt and tie at a Mud Hens game in the middle of the afternoon. That was acceptable then. When I was in school, the boomer generation men like me wore collared shirts and slacks to school. Girls wore skirts and blouses. That was acceptable. But now, our wardrobe at work, school, and at home tends toward jeans, shorts, t-shirts, and athletic shoes. Women dress more often in styles that suit them, not others. So if we're not careful, we can spin over into sloppy.
Yeah, and I think, you know, as a woman and a mom, you know, things can get busy and you're chasing kids and, you know, sometimes you just want to be comfortable. But I haven't gone down the road of wearing slippers just yet when I'm out running errands. So, you know, how did this trend happen? Did women and men even say, you know what, I would just rather be more comfortable? Or is there, you know, some other folks who might be influencing us a little bit more?
Well, a little bit of both. First of all, it happened very slowly. Back in the hippie generation, 50 years ago, some young people wore shirts and jeans and army jackets to protest against authority, and that was very shocking back in those days. Then in the 80s and 90s, Silicon Valley tech companies introduced a visual business casual dress code for their employees, which was khaki pants, sensible shoes, button-down shirts. Doesn't seem very radical now, but that's what they did. But I think what did it really was the remote work during the COVID years, as we said at the beginning of the interview, allowed workers to wear what they wanted, sweatpants, gym shorts, as long as they look good in a Zoom meeting. So it's been very, very incremental.
You know, what about celebrities? Do they, I mean, are they influencing us at all as well?
Well, sure. Show business celebrities lead the way, right? Justin Bieber and Nicki Minaj and Reba have been photographed wearing house slippers at the, as you say, church, but also at formal Hollywood events. But retailers have played a big part. Most of the apparel at mass market retailers now is casual. The biggest trend in women's fashion is called athleisure, which are clothes that look like athletic wear but really have no athletic function. And, you know, really, though, many Americans are just become used to dressing to suit their own tastes, to be comfortable, to express their individuality. They just don't want to put on a uniform anymore.
They're like, no, I'm not going to wear these really uncomfortable high heel shoes just because you say that's what I have to wear in the workplace to be professional.
That's right.
Yeah, so is there a downside, though? You know, I think we're all trying to make sure that we are professional when we're in the workplace or in a professional setting. Is there a downside here to maybe being sloppy?
At least two downsides. First of all, for the gentleman, sloppy dressing hurts your dating chances. Studies show that well-dressed men are considered smarter and sexier by women than slobs are. And sex researchers also say that women who dress down and then maybe put on a few pounds feel less desirable to themselves, and therefore they're less interested in having sex. A second downside, though, is how men and women dress for job interviews. Even if you have experience and smarts, experts say an outfit that is too casual can kill your employment chances. Unless you're applying for a job in a tattoo parlor, showing up underdressed shows your potential bosses that you don't take the opportunity seriously enough to dress the part.
Okay, and I think that's probably a true statement. You know, it's a first impression, too, and I think when employers see you, that first impression lasts for quite a bit. But I don't know that I'm going to be wearing a dress or anything, like a nice dress with heels to a Mud Hens game anytime soon, Mark.
Well, often you just have to dress for where you are,
Yeah.
right? So that makes total sense, especially like this week. If it's been, 90 degrees, go right ahead.
All right, Mark, thanks for the information this morning.
Thanks.
Take care.